All right, it's 6:30 PM, January 11th. I'd like to call to order the Columbus Plan Commission. Roll call? Oh, I guess it'd been important to know each other.
Alder Finkler.
Here.
Andy Traxler. Absent. Mike Myers.
Here.
Nathan Adamson.
Here.
Shelley Albright.
Present.
Uriah Monday.
Present.
And Steve.
Hajewski.
Thank you, because I would have,
Here.
thank you.
All right, I did see on the webpage, the meeting was posted. So I'll look for a motion to approve the agenda with tabling number 5. As we don't have any minutes to review.
Point of order.
What's that?
Just a point of order to not table the item, but postpone the item. Tabling the item would require a motion to bring it off the table at a future meeting, and then the next meeting you could discuss the item. So it's just best to postpone the item rather than table.
I'm looking for a motion to approve the agenda by postponing number 5, the meeting minutes from last meeting.
Alder Finkler moves to approve the agenda with postponing number 5 to next commission meeting.
I would second.
All right, so we have a first and a second. Are there any citizen comments? All right, number 7, unfinished business. We've got a lot of new people here in the room, and I'd just like to do some introductions.
Thank you. Just briefly wanted to introduce myself. My name is Matt Amundson. I'm the interim city administrator. Been here for 3 weeks. Have 24 years of full-time experience in municipal government. Have worked primarily in Parks and Recreation. As a director in Whitewater, Middleton, and Beloit. And previously to that, spent time in Coralville, Iowa, and Appleton, Wisconsin, from a rec programming standpoint. So I've learned a lot, met a lot of people, and excited to be here in Columbus. Also want to introduce Michael Kornman. Michael is in his first day as our Community and Economic Development Director. It's the speak.
There you go. Yeah. My name is Mike Kornman. I come to you here from from Trempealeau County, where I was the Director of Land Management. Previously, I served as a village administrator in Port Edwards and a community development agent up in Burnett County. I've also worked as planner in the city of River Falls and Green Bay. So I've worn a lot of hats over the years. It's great to be here in Columbus, and I look forward to working with all of you.
Welcome. You want us to introduce ourselves, or you good?
If you don't mind, absolutely, please do.
All right. Steve, want to start?
My name is Steve Hajewski, lived here since 2006, I think. Live over in the old neighborhood there on Prairie Street. And my wife and I and business partner own Columbus Self Storage. And I'm in sales, other than my day job, so that's me. And I forgot to turn my mic on, sorry.
Alphabetically or down the line? Sorry, I'm an engineer, I had to ask. Uriah Monday, I've lived in Columbus since 2002. I like to say my wife and I aren't from here, but our kids are. I'm a civil engineer that works for the Department of Natural Resources, and I also tell people I've been on Planning Commission long enough that I don't even remember what mayor appointed me, so.
I'm Mike Myers. My wife and I have lived in Columbus, I think, around 25 years now. All of our kids have graduated from Columbus, and we're still not from around here. Go ahead.
My name is Shelley Albright. I've been in Columbus since 1999. I agree, I'm not from here. I'm a transplant, and I work in accounting.
Nathan Anfinson. I've lived here for 5 or 6 years, built a house over by the water tower. Have three kids and one that's currently going to be a year old shortly. I work for the state legislature at the Capitol in Madison. Been on the Plan Commission for about a year now.
Molly Finkler, I met both of you guys already. I am the alder for District 3, one of the alders for District 3.
Very good. Any other comments? All right. Number 8, I'd like to open up the public hearing for a request for Marquette RV to amend section 11473-4 to allow for the sales facility, any outdoor display or storage as a conditional use within the L-1 light industrial zoning district. Is there anybody here for the public hearing?
Charlie Marquardt is on Zoom. And we are.
Hey everybody. Sorry, I for some reason it's telling me my camera is not detecting my camera, so I don't have the video feed going, but I'm on here to answer any questions anybody has.
Okay, from the hearing perspective, is there anybody, any comments? Seeing none, we close the hearing then? Motion to close the hearing? Is that how you do that?
I don't believe that requires a motion. I believe you can close it as the chair wants
All right.
everyone spoke, wish to speak.
All right, I will close the hearing. Any discussion? All right, so we move on to number B, which is a request for Marquette RV LLC for the conditional use permit to allow for the outdoor parking and sales of recreation vehicle to be located on the property at 200 and 270 Commerce Drive, which is generally described as Lot 3 and 4, Columbus Commerce Center, located in the northwest quarter of the southeast quarter and the southwest quarter of the SE 14, including all of the lots 1, 2, 3, and 4. The certified survey number 5334, all located in section 11, T10N, R12E, City of Columbus, Columbia County, Wisconsin. We have somebody from staff that can kind of give us an overview what all that means.
The short of it is it seems, I haven't had a chance to review all the code yet on day one, but essentially this change will allow for outdoor sales of recreational vehicles and via a conditional use permit. So it just, and I think currently there's a conditional use permit on the property for auto repair, I believe. So it's just kind of adding on another option to that within the zoning district.
Adding on, or does that go away with the sale?
It's amending the code to allow for conditional use permits to be issued. So this is just, it makes that, that use an option, where you can add conditions on and permit a land use activity in that district via a conditional use. So it just looks like it didn't allow that previously. So this makes that clear and allows this new business to potentially to move forward.
Okay, and I believe in the packet, we had this discussion last meeting for the certified survey. We knew that this was coming to change the conditional use and tie it to the zoning, correct? You're not following? Am I saying that wrong?
I wasn't here last meeting, but I do have a lot of questions, that's why the look is on my
Okay.
face. But don't ask me to help you recollect.
So last meeting, we approved the certified survey, to recommendation to council to approve that. But that was tying the two lots together, I believe, becoming one, which then knowing that it was coming, that they were gonna put up an outside sign, and park RVs on that property with this coming to, I think the zoning had to change, correct?
This, what's before you is the amendment for the conditional use. But correct, the CSM was to allow the zoning to allow for this, what's before you tonight to come forward,
Okay, so it's just the conditional use?
is tonight's request.
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. There's currently now one lot out there, right? Or did the CSM redivide a couple lots into two?
So to answer the CSM question, at the last plan commission, CSM was approved. Earlier this week, the council also approved the CSM, and that is to combine the two into one lot.
Okay.
Has that officially been recorded yet? No, but it's garnered the city approvals to move forward to be recorded.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, and it's an I-1 zoning.
Correct.
And conditional use for outdoor vehicle sales and exhibit is a possible conditional use under I-1.
Correct.
So we're not rezoning the parcel. It's eligible for conditional use. There's already a conditional use out there for outdoor vehicle storage for gates, and we want to extend that to outdoor RV exhibition and sales. I'm following? Okay.
Yes.
Because this said text amendment to zoning, and that was confusing to me. Like, we don't need to amend conditional use into I-1 zoning. We're just talking about a conditional use permit being extended for the RV sales.
That is my interpretation of this. Yes, we're on the same page.
And you- Exactly what he said. So, I guess, is there any discussion? Again, I feel like we've discussed this, and I think we all knew it was coming. I didn't know that we had any concerns, but if there's any discussion, I would look for a motion to approve the conditional use, extending the conditional use? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's amending the conditional use they already have. They're allowed
Okay.
to store cars outside. We want to change that to RVs, kind of modify the language of it. I don't know if we want to talk about, like, limiting how many, or the coverage, or were they requesting a variance to the sign ordinance? I saw a couple of signs in there. I don't know what their size is compared to what's allowed in the ordinance, but.
I believe the application said they would follow
Okay.
the city code.
The city
Oh.
sign ordinance, okay.
Yeah, and I think one thing you could do, you could approve the application, or the conditional use permit via, approve the application as the conditions of the conditional use, and that would essentially say that they follow the code regarding the signs and whatnot.
Right.
And that's our plan anyways. There's sufficient signage on the building. We shouldn't need any extra. And if it helps at all, this is primarily going to be brand new RVs on display, not 20-year-old aged RVs. We're not going to do any customer storage on the lot. Any storage would just be temporary while vehicles are in for service. So it's going to be primarily brand new RV display. Should not be in an eyesore or anything like that.
Often when applications or requests for conditional use comes through, I've seen there would be a recommendation from city staff, or often a list of things that Jason Letha might have identified. You know, we approve it with,
These conditions.
with these conditions. Has city staff reviewed, and is there a list such as that on this one?
That was the CSA.
There was, yes.
I know there was comments on the certified survey map, but does Letha typically give comments on conditional use permits too?
I'm not sure, because this one, there's not new outdoor construction. It looks like there'll be probably a building permit coming later, perhaps for some work being done inside the old Shopko building. But I just want to make sure that if we're making a motion to approve it, that we include, you know, any necessary language so that city staff can make sure that everything's done the way they want.
Usually,
And I guess here, what you want to make sure you include is that that the outdoor storage is specific to recreational vehicles. If you just say outdoor storage, that would allow for the outdoor storage of anything, junk cars, anything. And these conditional use permits run with the property. So if you want to help see this project go forward, you want to make sure you include, you know, what he included in the application, which is, you know, the recreational vehicles aspect. If you would just say outdoor storage, if this business would go away, anything would be able to be stored.
Right, and I have seen other businesses in that park been told that if the business is sold, that it has to be reapplied for. So that regulation was put on one other business in that park that I'm aware of. Mine.
And I would just say the way that this amendment request is forward, it is straightforward. It isn't storage, it is specific to the sales of recreational vehicles, and I don't see that there is a staff memo that, I'd be surprised that Jason would have reviewed a conditional use permit.
I'll move to approve the conditional use permit.
I would second.
We have a first and second. Any discussion? No discussion? Do we take a roll?
Alder Finkler,
Aye.
Michael Myers,
Aye.
Nathan Adams,
Aye.
Shelley Albright,
Aye.
Ryan Hunter,
Aye.
Steve Adusky.
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 9, looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We have a first and a second. Any discussion? We are adjourned. Thank you.